Hi, good morning and welcome to our meditation. Today is the 16th of February. I would like to meditate with you in Revelation chapter 6 and verse 4. Then another horse came out, a red one. Its rider was given power to take peace from the earth and to make people kill each other. To him was given a large sword. So, if you believe that the first horse, the white horse, is the Antichrist, you have you see this red horse as the horse of war. But if you believe, if you understand that the white horse is not the Antichrist, but Christ and the gospel, the advancing gospel, you have to see this horse as a different one. I would like to meditate with you on the second option. This horse is not just the horse of war, but the horse of persecution. Why? Because there are two words here that will help us to go that way. It's the word sword, which is the word makaria in Greek, and the word to kill, that is used to sacrifice someone. Let's read some other texts in the Bible, in the New Testament, where the word makaria appears. In Matthew chapter 10, verse 34 to 38. I'm going to read the text. You can read it with me, and then you try to think to see if this text talks about war or about something else. Do not suppose that I have come to bring peace to earth. I did not come to bring peace, but a makaria, a sword, a knife for the sacrifice. For I have come to turn a man against his father, a daughter against her mother, a daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. Amongst enemies will be the members of his own household. Is this text talking about war? Anyone who loves their father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. Anyone who loves their son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. Whoever does not take up their cross and follow me is not worthy of me. Is this text talking about war? It's not, is it? It is talking about persecution. And that's why the word makaria is used here. Because Jesus is telling his disciples, you will be persecuted. Every time that the gospel is preached, there's going to be persecution. It's Peter who says that those who want to live a life of purity, a life of justice, a life in Christ, will be persecuted. In some countries, people are really being killed because they are Christians. There's more persecution today than ever before in the history of the church. In the country where I live, people are voting laws against the gospel to prevent the gospel from being announced. It's a kind of persecution. Let's see the texts in the New Testament, especially in the books written by John, where the word to kill appears. The same word that is used in Revelation chapter 6, verse 4. Let's read in Revelation chapter 5, verse 6. Then I saw a lamb looking as it had been slain, standing at the center of the throne. You know this text. We have already meditated on it here. Revelation 5:6 talks about a lamb that has been slain. In the book of Revelation, the main character is the lamb. And it is a lamb that has been slain. And again, the word slain here is the same word used in Revelation chapter 6, verse 4, to kill. In Revelation chapter 5, verse 12, in a loud voice they were saying, worthy is the Lamb who was slain. Again, the same word. Revelation chapter 6, verse 9, when he opened the fifth seal, I saw under the altar the souls of those who had been slain because of the word of God and the testimony they had maintained. And you see clearly here that the word slain is actually used for the believers. The believers were slain here. And that's part of the seven seals as well. We are going to meditate on it one day. Revelation chapter 13, verse 8 talks about the beast. All inhabitants of the earth will worship the beast, all whose names have not been written in the Lamb's book of life. the Lamb who was slain from the creation of the world. Again here, those who are not, whose name were not written in the book of the Lamb who was slain before the foundation of the world, they are worship the beast. Those who were on the side of the beast, their names were not written in the book of the Lamb who was slain before the foundation of the world. The believers are being slain. The Lamb was slain. The red horse is going and as the red horse goes, people will start slaying the believers, the disciples of Christ. So where there is proclamation of the gospel, there will be persecution. But as Jesus said, we are not worthy of him if we deny his name. And there's going to be some persecutions that are worse than others. You tend to think that it's hard for the believers in countries where they're being killed because they are remaining faithful to Christ. But here in the West, people are denying the name of Christ for things that are even more clever from the part of the devil. Laws that are being voted, and a gospel that's not the gospel. People preaching a gospel that's not the gospel, where you can do anything, you can be whatever you want to be. There is no transformation, there is no changing in people's lives. We are being persecuted, and we have to remain faithful to the one who was, who is, and is to come. He has given us the strength to do so. God bless you.